Hi there, beautiful soul. Welcome back to my talk in my room. My name is Grada Robertson and we are sitting in the Purple House Wellness Center in my treatment room. And today I opened my French doors and you can see in Tasmania how dry it is outside, but still really beautiful. So every Tuesday normally I share some helpful tools with my audience, with my clients and my followers. And yesterday I ran out of time, so I'm making up for time today. And I really want to go into the topic of self-love. Self-love is something that humanity really struggles with, and we get it confused with like being selfish, and it's something that's taken me a long time to understand. So today I'm going to unpack it a little bit in 3 easy steps, and I'm going to take you through a meditation that will activate easy flow of self-love. Hang on a minute, I just got a warning on my phone. Okay. Just that my connection wasn't working, so I fixed it now. So it took me many years to understand that self-love is something that a separate topic. It's different to loving other people, or it's different to loving your animals, or loving your clients, or loving your work, or so on. Self-love is something that you need to do for yourself, and it's an action word. It's even more an action word than a feeling word, right? So when it comes to self-love, we have to be radically responsible, take radical responsibility, because it's not something that's going to happen automatically for us, but it's very important that we practice it, that we know how to do, that we turn it into an action word every day. When we foster the capacity to receive more self-love, to develop self-love, everything in our life starts to change, and we literally start to connect with what we call the flow of life, or the miracle zone. Now, in case you didn't know, I have written several books. I've written 3 books, and I'm a best-selling author on Amazon, but that's beside the point. My first book is called You Are the Miracle, and when you read it, it's the story of my recovery, how I got hit by a truck, and then I had to recover from terrible injuries. But I've written it in a way that you can relate to, because every one of us goes through difficulties in life, but these the most difficult moments in life, when you could never be any lower, right? That's when the miracles show up. But I'm not saying that miracles don't show up in any other times. Absolutely they do, because my whole purpose of my teachings and healings is to help my clients and myself to live in the zone of miracles, to be in flow, to catch the flow of life, and to live with ease and comfort rather than resistance. So I wrote something down here. Anything that you feel for yourself other than self-love is simply resistance. So, and this is true because we come into the world as like a light being, right? With sharing our light. All babies, when you pick up a baby, you immediately know they are pure miracle, fresh from God or fresh from source, and they're still full of light, and they're so easy to love. And when you hold the baby, you feel yourself calm down, and you feel your frequencies change, and it's almost as if you get an energetic upgrade. And then life happens, and things happen, we get hurt, and we start to build resistance, and so all these layers cover the light. And then by the time we're 8 or 9 or 10, usually by that time, we've literally become disconnected from that flow of love, and we are finding it very hard already to feel self-love. So self-love puts us in the flow of miracles. And when we're in the flow of miracles, of course, things happen for us rather than we having to work so hard, or we having to push or strive or strategize. Things will literally start to drop into our lap more, and our relationships become more comfortable, our immune system improves, everything starts to get better. And trust me, this is something that the universe really wants you to experience. When I say the universe, I mean spirit or God or whatever you like to call it, universal love wants you to experience. Just like any parent would rather have their child be happy and healthy rather than see their child struggle, go from one hardship to the next. No parent enjoys that. So anything that you feel for yourself that's not love means you're in resistance, not just to yourself, to your true nature, but you're also in resistance to life itself. You're stepping out of the flow of miracles. I just want to go back to that point that at any moment in time, we can change that. We can tap into the flow of self-love again, and I'm going to do that with you in a second. And so I found that in my worst possible moment, when I got hit by a truck, I actually had a near-death experience and then came back into my body. So coming back into my body was, probably the worst moment that anyone could ever experience. That's at the same time when I also became aware of the flow of miracles, the zone of miracles. So something in me had been activated, and I call that the miracle zone. And we have all of that, have that in us. And I want you to know, if you are listening to me today and you're experiencing some kind of heartbreak, or you hit a wall, or you're really stuck, or you just feel really cornered in life, and there's something in your life isn't budging, this is when the time that a miracle will often show up, if you position yourself in the right way. And I feel that we actually as humans instinctively know how to do that, and that instinct will show up often. Let's say when you give birth, or when you're in an accident, when it's a life and death situation, that instinct will often step forward and show up. But we also have to learn how to step into that during our everyday life. We basically have to reintroduce that again and learn how to do that as an action step to increase self-love. So in a minute, I'm going to take you through 3 steps. First off, we're going to, I wrote it down because I'm feeling a bit scatty today. First of all, we're going to connect into it through our energetic centers. And then secondly, we are going to release some dark stuff that we carry with us. And then thirdly, we're just going to activate that flow of self-love so that you can experience miracles as well today and tomorrow or next week or whenever. And the more you do it, the more, of course, the tap opens and it starts to flow for you. So there was something else I wanted to say, but it's just skipped my mind now. So just let's get right into it. So as a practitioner, I work with the 2 systems in the body. We have our nervous system, right, that controls your breathing and your physical organs and all the rest. And we have our master system. The master system is our energetic electromagnetic field, or the torus field, some people call it, and it's got its own energetic center. So I like to connect in with your master field first and foremost, because that's the blueprint that contains everything, right? That's the immortal part of you, that the invisible part of you that never goes away, that is always there and always will be. So to activate miracles and the flow of self-love, we go into your light centers. So let's do that now. So I'm going to invite you right now. That's step 1. Connect in with something that's bigger than yourself. So I'm just going to invite you, if you're not driving the car, please, if you drive the car, don't listen to this, or pull over, because you're probably going to feel a bit of an altered state, or maybe you're going to feel sleepy. Oops, my door is going to bang shut. So I'm just going to invite you to close your eyes now, and we're going to connect in deeply. And with your eyes closed, just take some nice deep breaths into your body, allowing the breath to take you all the way into your tummy. And just remembering your breath is your spirit. And so we're activating the miracle zone through your spirit, your soul, and your physical body. So just breathing in, spirit, allowing your own spirit to breathe all the way into your body, and allowing the out breath, just releasing, relaxing, and we don't need to change anything there. Your spirit knows what it's doing. And then now I want you to feel your bottom on the chair. Just feel the weight of your torso on the chair and hook into your base chakra. So the base chakra is basically what you're sitting on. It's the root system of your tree. That's you. And just allow this deep connecting energy to go into the ground, all the way into the center of Mother Earth. You can use the color red for fresh life force, for connection, for reactivating your base chakra. And just feel that connection. You are where you belong, nothing needs to change. Take it all the way into the center of Mother Earth to a point of light. And this is a point of light of infinite consciousness, infinite restoration, infinite unconditional love. And just breathe that energy back up through your body now. We know you're connected. And now go up through the crown of your head and connect to a point of light high up into the cosmic center. Maybe you can call it the cosmic light or the original light, whatever you like to call it. All the way through the crown of your head. All the way to a very high point, somewhere in the sky, and just connect in with it. So now you're connected through the top of your head and through the soles of your feet, all the way anchored into the ground. And basically your antenna, which is what you are, you're basically just a signal station. It's coming into alignment, and you yourself are the bridge between heaven and earth. And your true nature is unconditional love. And just feeling into that now. And with your eyes closed, you're being fully connected now. Just become aware of like an old feeling, a problem, a yucky thought that stays with you all the time, like something disempowering, maybe an ache or a pain in your body, something heavy. And just have the intention now that you want to let it go. And you can say, you've been with me long enough. I want you to leave now. And just allow the energy that's flowing through you to dissolve it. And you can bring in a color, maybe the color purple or lilac. Allow it to dissolve from all times, space, realities, lifetimes, all planes of existence, and in between planes of existence. Just allow that problem, that ache or pain or wound to dissolve or shadow. And allow, instead, bring in the energy of self-compassion. And you can give it a color, for instance, a beautiful peachy color or green. And allow that color to fill up the space where before you felt that stickiness or the shadow. And just feel your heart expand, like a sense of expansion now, like a little bit of room has been created. And that space needs to be filled up with self-compassion and self-love. That's your natural state. And also see if you can hook into the collective consciousness of all living beings, of all the kingdoms, of the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom, the human kingdom, the spirit kingdom. And we know that that's ruled and governed by unconditional love. And should just allow some of that to drop into your heart center. And just feel deeply into your heart center, because this is the seat of your soul in this incarnation. Your soul has a purpose for you that's much bigger than you could ever dream of. And just begin to feel very comfortable in this space. And now I want you to think of self-love. like taking actions to increase your capacity to love yourself, to fall in love with yourself, to be selfish sometimes, to sleep in without feeling guilty, to pay for a cleaner, to go on a holiday, to buy a new pair of shoes, to read a book on your bed, and to do all of that without having to justify yourself, because you feel good about creating, expanding your comfort zone, bringing beauty into your life and things that are enjoyable and adorable and cherishable and beauty, and peace. And feel the vibration, even if you've never experienced self-love before. Just imagine what that vibration would look like, and if it had a color, you want to bring that into your body right now, into your heart or into your tummy, or into your root center, into your legs and into the ground, into your spine. Imagine if self-love had a color, a frequency and a vibration, and it does. Your subconscious mind already knows what it feels like. I'm asking the subconscious mind to go right ahead now and find that frequency, that vibration, and slot it into your computer, slot it into your nervous system, and slot it into your master system, so you can start to enjoy some of that self-love that makes you feel better and healthier, brings you into alignment with the universe, aligns all your bodies, your energy centers, brings the right opportunities to you, puts you in the zone of miracles. So just allow your body now to fill up with that feeling, the experience of who you truly are. And maybe you hear the words like, I am enough, I am worthy, I am adorable, I am lovable, I am cherishable. Maybe these are some words that you never got to hear as a baby or as an infant. And so that was never put in your computer. So I can be the voice of self-love now and talk to you. And I'm just going to say, you are worthy of love. You are adorable. You are lovable. You are deserving of miracles. You are a miracle itself. You are cherished. You are important. You are good. You are full of goodness. And just breathe that feeling into your body. If self-love is so small that it's not even like a little candle flame, just breathe some life into it. And you can do that now. And then you can just pause the video later on, or stay in that space, or go back to it, or listen to it again. But I'm going to invite you now to open your eyes and come back into the room. So doing your inner work to increase self-love contains 3 steps. So first of all, connect into your body, then you connect in with the center of Mother Earth and connecting to the cosmic light. You feel that in your chakra system, in your heart center in particular. Then you clean out some pain or trauma or just a little bit of a shadow, which is often, trust me, it's not from you, that comes from your ancestors or previous lifetimes. So you've probably been experiencing that your whole life, and you have the intention that it needs to go now because you just want to be free from it. And then thirdly, you activate the self-love with your attention and with your time and the light of your own beingness, because remember, it's your true nature. So we don't even actually have to activate it. It's already there. We just need to uncover it. So the message here is don't wait for others to do that for you, right? Because self-love, the name says it all, you have to do it yourself. and it's an action word rather than a feeling word. But of course, when you take the actions, then the feelings come as well, and then you realize those feelings are natural, and so you're starting to really claim back your natural state. You start to claim back some territory, and this puts you in the zone of miracles. And the zone of miracles are available, that is available to you and me and everyone else. And we don't have to wait to have an accident, or, you know, you don't need to be so sick that you have to ask for a miracle and things like that, because miracles are available to us all the time, all around us, because we're living in a field of infinite potential. So today I really wanted to shine the focus on self-love, because there is so much misunderstanding out there, and we all have to be our best friend in the first place. And then secondly, of course, as the friendship deepens, so does shameless self-love deepen, okay? And it's a touchy topic. I was actually listening to Bruce Lipton. So Bruce Lipton is a quantum physicist and biologist who wrote the book, The Biology of Belief. It's like, was absolutely groundbreaking at the time. And Bruce, he said that when he talks to audiences that are thousands of people, and he asks people about the concept of self-love, less than 10% understands what he's talking about. So when it comes to humanity and our collective consciousness, we're basically living in the dark angels, when the Middle Ages, you could say, the dark era. There's so much darkness and confusion around it still. So if 10% of the audiences have heard of self-love, but out of those people, very few know how to practice it. That's why I can't look around you for help, because other people don't know how to do it either. So, so it's good to like meditate, to listen to other people, teachers who are a little bit ahead of you when it comes to self-love. Hang around with babies and children, because you were that child once before it all got covered up. Or old people of like very senior, often they've lost all their protective personalities, and they're going back to being that beautiful gem again. So the light starts to shine through again. So observe nature, of course, animals, they're all unconditional love. So, and just focus on how can I receive more of this, right? How can I receive more of that deep into my beingness? That's really the issue. The journey for you. So hope that you find this interesting and helpful, and it's something that you can do every day of your life, and your life starts to flow much better. Also, please book in for a healing session with me if you feel stuck or something isn't shifting, or you just simply want to up-level yourself and up-level your life and feel a lot happier and healthier. And also check out my program that I will start again on the 4th of April, where I work with a small group of women, and we go in through the chakra system and release lots of blockages. So, and it's really supportive of women in particular, because for many reasons, I won't go into it now, but I find that women need a lot more support than they are receiving, and they need real support, like real shifts that are lasting and that are going to help them feel secure and confident and radiant and successful in life. And so I work with a small group of women over 8 weeks, and it's deeply guided, and we activate. It's called Discover Your Feminine Fortune, because a lot of women have gone to sleep to their real potential, or they've put their potential to sleep, and we work together to activate all of that, so that you feel more alive and more supported and happier and healthier. And you can be part of my community in that way. So the link will be at the bottom of the article. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Enjoy the beautiful sunshine if you live in Australia. The last few days of summer. I think tomorrow might be the last day of summer. And then it's the 1st of March, which in Australia means autumn starts. And as you can see, it's still beautiful out there, very dry though. And so we need some rain. So rain to us is like self-love as well. So if we don't share ourselves with self-love and taking those actions, we start to feel very dry on the inside as well, right? Dehydrated, literally parched for love, and we can give that to ourselves. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Big hug from me, and looking forward to being with you again next Tuesday. Bye for now.